I now declare Suzy Whaley to be elected the 41st President of the PGA of America by acclamation for a 2-year term.
In 2018, Suzy Whaley broke down barriers by becoming the first female president of the PGA of America.
Together, I know we can get clubs in people's hands. Today, right now, we must come together and focus on what we have in common, which is a love for golf and our shared obligation to do what is in the best interest of the PGA of America. We can make our golf courses look more like the communities we serve, which is not only the right thing to do, it's good for business.
We needed a strong female to step forward into a leadership role so that every young female that wanted to get in the industry or that is in the industry can see they can too be president of the PGA of America one day.
Suzy's message was clear. Golf needs to look more like our communities, and she started executing that vision right away, beginning with the board.
Suzy has a certain knack about listening to people and what they have to say, which makes the board feel like they're more engaged.
And that's what you want, in a leader, is somebody that can lead you, that you can follow, but you can also communicate with.
We're sometimes viewed as a traditional sport and certainly a traditional organization that does not move quickly. And it was great to have Suzy really ask us, why not? Why can't we do these things?
It's not only the right thing to do, it's the right business decision in the sense that the world is getting more diverse by the minute. And we simply have to, move the needle on that.
Suzy knew that to make the right impact, she had to have more diverse decision makers. And that in turn launched new opportunities within the game and association.
Her presence, more so than anything else, is just kind of one of those things where it's like, oh my gosh, we have a female president. More minority women will come into the organization just because of the stepping stones that she has put in place.
Just being on the board and being a national officer, she's that kind of beacon of hope for many that they could see themselves doing the exact same thing.
And that impact on youth, women, diversity, and inclusion is real. During her time in office, PGA REACH has grown exponentially, and a girls' junior PGA championship and women's PGA Cup team were created.
With that foundation, providing opportunities for youth, for inclusion and diversity, and our military, and I think she's really driven that.
PGA Junior League has absolutely soared since she's been involved with the PGA. Diversity, inclusion is so important to her, so we know that golf has to go in that direction for the future of the game. Plus, it will be more fun and everyone will benefit.
I have never felt more special as an athlete than I did that particular week, not only from the PGA, but particularly from Suzy. We walked out of there looking up to her as a mentor, but also as a friend.
And through PGA Lead, PGA Works, and other education programs, Suzy has influenced members in the business side of the game for years to come.
Looking at the education program, what are the hurdles that people are telling us about that are inhibitors to them getting into the industry or remaining in the program as they move through? And we've addressed those things.
I was selected for a national committee based on Suzy's recommendation. It's very diverse, and it just kind of plants that seed, that she is working towards what she says.
We're ready to see this sport grow and nurture. And Suzy really saw that from the very beginning. She saw it well before she was president, that we need to support coaches. So the creation of PGA.Coach was a huge addition to this association.
When I served with her on the board of directors, she was a tenacious fighter for our members.
That's it!
Despite all the accomplishments on the association level, Suzy's passion has always been coaching. As one of only 9 master PGA and LPGA professionals and a top-rated instructor, Suzy coaches every day.
It's nice to see that she's taking her knowledge and wanting to share with others so they can become better and enjoy the game as well.
Members have really embraced and enjoyed working with her individually, and then she's also brought the club to a new level with our junior programming and junior league. It was just a win-win for the club.
But maybe her most lasting legacy on the members is her desire to make golf fun again, challenging them all to go out and play.
That was just her way of saying, don't forget that we got in this industry because we love the game of golf. And that teaching and playing the game is what separates us as PGA professionals.
And while 2020 hasn't been the year anyone expected, Suzy's leadership through the global pandemic has helped sustain the business and given it a solid foundation moving forward. Through Back to Golf efforts and the Golf Emergency Relief Fund, Suzy and PGA leadership have helped golf clubs and their members meet the challenges, put more golf clubs in the hands of our communities, and kept golf thriving.
I think for golf to be successful long term, you need to continue to reinvent ways and bring people into the game. And I think it's her attitude to think outside the box, which is really helpful.
And that's what it takes as president of the PGA of America, is to be interested, be motivated, and do what is best for the PGA golf professional. And Suzy Whaley has done just that.
Her impact on the game and PGA members over her tenure has been profound. But it's not the end for Suzy. It's just another beginning.
When women think about the game of golf or women that have impacted or changed the game, Suzy's name is going to always come up.
Her presence alone has allowed women to dream about becoming president or taking leadership roles. She has allowed our dreams to come true if we want it.
We're just getting going with Suzy. As great of an impact as she's had, I would expect that it's going to be even far greater as you look over the next 10 to 20 years.
I went from being a young girl at the age of 11, being banned from a tournament, to be one of the few women that's ever played in a PGA Tour event. So we've come pretty far. I'm honored and proud to be called a role model, trailblazer. I don't term myself that. I term myself somebody who is brave, who has taken on some risk, who is incredibly driven and passionate about what I like to accomplish and to excel in. But I'm just trying to be somebody that makes a difference.